Remember what I told you exactly 19 hours ago in my previous video exactly here, that I could expect this breakout over the weekend and especially on Friday, breaking this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. And yes, this will catch a lot of people off guard and we could expect this major pump all the way to the 70,000 US dollars, because exactly 19 hours ago I told you, wake up, the biggest crypto breakout is about to happen. And in the previous week I really felt this downwards pressure because I uploaded this video. It's over, I quit. And this was maximum pain in the markets. And I also told you I'm feeling this bearishness in the overall crypto market. And if the last bull is going to turn bearish, this usually is exactly the bottom and this major turnaround like we saw on the weekly chart, because we've been talking about this major reversal candle and that I could expect that we're going to see the same scenario like we saw in this previous consolidation, the sideways consolidation exactly here, and this major unexpected move. Because remember guys, we could expect this major bull run, and in today's video we're going to look at the charts, the news, and also the facts why we could expect this major breakout, yes, all the way to a new all-time high. And remember what I told you, if Bitcoin is going to move all the way up into these major regions, yes, the altcoins are absolutely going to fly. These are the weekly bubbles. So if you would have invested exactly a week ago, like I told you in this major consolidation, and also like I told you that each and every time we're seeing these fearful moments in the market, this usually is the best time to invest. And yes, did you listen to the previous videos and did you take my advice buying exactly at the bottom before this major breakout? Because then you would have been in some major profits already. So guys, if you just want to stay up to date and if you want to be profitable during this next major bull market, smash up the like button and subscribe. And welcome back guys. Yes, we finally broke out from this major boring phase. Because yes, on the 4-hour chart we can see that Bitcoin is at the moment at the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and we are about to break out from this major pattern. But before we're going to look at the 4-hour chart, the daily chart, the weekly chart, and also some major altcoins that you should need to accumulate exactly now, we're going to go over to the news. Breaking, Fed Jerome Powell says the time has come for a Fed policy adjustment. So ultimately guys, we all know what this means. Yes, the money printers are going to be turned back on, and ultimately risk on assets are going to see a major pump towards the upside. Because remember, we have looked at the previous cycles and we are exactly there where we should be for Bitcoin. Despite all the ups and downs and the major volatility, Bitcoin is pretty much where it typically is at the stage of this market cycle. Exactly here, this purple line is the current price movement, so it perfectly lines up with all the previous cycles. And yes, this is going to mark the beginning of this major parabolic run, because used to extremely early and all the use cases in the overall crypto market remains the same, because in 2023 Bitcoin processed 36.6 trillion transactions. And yes, this is even more than double from Visa and MasterCard combined. And yes, Bitcoin cannot be shut down by governments or any agency. So guys, the time has come for cryptocurrencies to shine, because ultimately guys, this is only the beginning of this major move towards the upside. And yes, we're going to look at some altcoins, because yes, Bitcoin made the small move towards the upside, breaking this major downwards trend, but now we can see that all of these altcoins saw a major pump towards the upside. And yes guys, I'm going to show you 2 coins that you should accumulate exactly now. But before we're going to go over, yes guys, this is the turnaround exactly here. And if you've been watching my previous videos, guys, you would have known exactly what is about to happen. It is over. This was exactly the bottom from this major consolidation. And yes, 3 days ago I uploaded this video, crypto bears are wrecked, parabolic move incoming. And yesterday, wake up, the biggest crypto move is about to break out. And talking about major profits, yes, we've been trading all of these moves in my Signal group. We made 237% on Tau and all of these major trades, because if you go over to my Telegram group, yes guys, we opened a lot of trades and we were in some major profits. So if you want to copy all of these trades and join my Signal group, go down in the video description below where you'll find all the links to my free Telegram group, and you can sign up to BloFin, JumpX, or even Bybit to trade all of these moves on the futures market, or you can buy all of these coins on the spot markets. Because yes, we've been making some major profits. We already took a lot of profits on the way up, because ultimately guys, we should always preserve our capital, because on the 4-hour chart we can expect a little bit of volatility. Don't be surprised if we're going to see a breakout, a fake out to the bottom, come all the way back down, and a breakout all the way back up, because ultimately guys, this is a major resistance point. We saw previous resistance exactly here, and a lot of people will short the market exactly here. But remember what I told you in my previous video, that bears are going to get wrecked, because we could expect this major breakout, because ultimately guys, on the daily chart, we are seeing this pattern. Yes, we saw it over here, this triangle consolidation, Bitcoin having the low, a higher low, and also a higher high, and this breakout from this trend, and this major pump towards the upside. And again, major consolidation, we formed this triangle, and once we broke this major resistance point, we saw this major pump towards the upside, and exactly that we can see exactly here. And we've been talking about the 50 moving average, the 200 moving average, and the 100 moving average exactly here at the 63,000 US dollars. So this is going to be our major resistance, but as soon as we're going to break this level, yes, we could expect this fast move towards the upside. So let's go over to the altcoins, because ultimately guys, if you would have invested in all of these coins that we've been talking on this channel, you would have been in some major profits. Yes, just within the last week. Even though we're seeing these major profits like 24%, 37%, 34% in a week, yes, you're still having a lot of discount, because if you go on the monthly chart, these are all still the discounts that you're going to get on all of these particular coins. But let's go over to Solana. Because yes, the altcoin season is only getting started. Altcoins are on the verge of breaking out of a 9-month falling wedge. Time for the bulls to come out with force. And ultimately guys, we can see in 2020, we saw this major drop for all of the altcoins. So all of the cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum, but then we saw this major breakout towards the upside, and in 2023 this major pump towards the upside, and exactly here in 2024 we are finally going to see this major breakout. And yes guys, we could expect that all of these coins are going to see a major push towards the upside, because yes, maybe your portfolio is down from the previous 6 months round about 70 to 40%. But guys, what are these 70 to 40% if you know you're investing into firm projects for this bull cycle for the end of 2025? And yes, you're seeing these major gains, this double digits, 20% in a week. So yes guys, now's the time to buy, even though we could expect a further more volatility in the market. Guys, dollar cost average, it is not about timing the market, it is about time in the market. So let's go over to Solana, because yes, Solana is still lagging behind, because each and every time we're seeing a major pump for Bitcoin, all of these altcoins are a little bit lagging behind, and we can see a lot of pressure on Solana. But ultimately guys, you're getting the chance to buy Solana round about the $144 level, because as soon as we're going to break the 200 moving average, the 100 moving average, the 50 moving average, we could expect this major breakout from this major downward sloping trend. So guys, don't wait for the pump, buy exactly now, because ultimately if we go over to the next coin, Injective, and I told you to buy Injective all the way down here, exactly within these levels, because remember, I gave you all of these coins exactly 7 days ago. More pain? No, more gain, because I told you exactly 7 days ago that I'm still extremely bullish and you should buy all of these coins. So exactly here, I gave you this entry on Injective. So if we're going to take exactly this point all the way to the current price movement, you already would have been up 12%. So let's go over to the next coin that I've talked about in that video, being AR. And yes, all the way down here, I gave it this entry and we marked it up with this trade, and all the way from this call, all the way to the current price movement, up 13%. And this is only going to be the beginning, because remember, if we're going to see this major pump, yes, all of these altcoins are going to see a major push towards the upside. So the first coin that you should be buying at the moment is Stacks, because we can see that Stacks is already breaking out from this major downwards trend. And yes, we can see that Stacks came all the way up to the 100 moving average, and this is the daily chart. So we saw this major pump today, but ultimately guys, this is only the beginning, because if we're going to look at the price movement all the way from the current price all the way to the previous swing high, this is going to be a percentage gain of 120% from the current price movement. But if we're going to zoom out on the weekly chart, then yes guys, we could expect this major pump, because ultimately guys, this looks extremely bullish, because if we're going to break out from this major cup and handle formation And yes, if we're going to break these highs, we could expect a major pump towards the upside. So we're going to look at the potential price target. If we're going to break out from this major cup and handle, this could be all the way up at round about the $50 level. And yes, I do believe that we're going to reach this price target. And yes, guys, this is going to be a pump of 2,900%. So ultimately, guys, if you're going to sleep in buying stacks exactly here, I don't know what you're waiting for, because this is really going to happen. And yes, we could even expect that stacks is going to come all the way up to the $100 level, because ultimately, guys, this parabolic stage is only getting started and you're still extremely early. If you're going to wake up and buy exactly now, and if you want to buy all of these cryptocurrencies, guys, go down in the video description below where you find the links to all of my partner exchanges where you receive a major deposit bonus, and they're all trusted exchanges. So let's go over to the last coin, and this is really going to be a blue chip. Yes, it is in the gaming sector called Nakamoto Games. And yes, I already talked about Nakamoto when it was all the way at these levels, but ultimately, guys, now we're seeing this major consolidation and we already broke out from this downward sloping trend. But ultimately, guys, you're not even buying the highs, you're buying close to the bottom. So don't wait for any further consolidation and saying that the price maybe is going to consolidate and come back into these levels. No, accumulate exactly here, because if we're going to look at the price targets from the current price all the way back up to the swing high, this is going to be a pump of 184%. But Nakamoto Games, yes guys, Nakamoto from Satoshi Nakamoto and the gaming industry combined in a cryptocurrencies with major features and a lot of games, guys, this is going to be extremely profitable. And if we're going to zoom out on the monthly chart, yes, we can see Nakamoto Game had a previous all-time high exactly here, round about the $10 level. So if we're just going to return to the previous all-time high, this is going to be a pump of 570%. But now we're going to look at the potential price targets from the Fibonacci retracement levels from the previous high all the way to the bottom. Guys, we could easily reach the Fibonacci extension level, so all the way from the current price all the way to the potential bull market price target. This is going to be a pump of 3,200%. And yes guys, if you're new to the crypto space, these are the profits that we could expect during the bull market. But it is really important, guys, it is not about timing the market. So don't wait for any consolidation, accumulate in these volatile areas or even at these major dumps. Because yes guys, a lot of people panic when the market dumps, but this would have been the great entry exactly here. Each and every time we're seeing fear in the markets, guys, this is the best time to buy. And yes, a lot of you didn't watch my videos when the price movement went down or sideways and was absolutely boring, and I was talking about this major manipulation. And yes guys, a lot of people were calling for lower numbers for Bitcoin, but did we see this dump towards the downside? Because I always told you from the beginning, from this major consolidation, this is manipulation, guys. They want you to think the price is going all the way down here, manipulating the news. But ultimately, guys, like I told you, this pump is going to catch a lot of people off guard. And yes, it will catch a lot of people off guard, because ultimately, guys, I do believe we could expect this major pump all the way to the 63,000 US dollars. But like I told you in the previous video, it is time to wake up, accumulate now before we could expect this major breakout. And yes, a lot of people panic when we're seeing this ultimate fear in the markets, and that's why each and every time the market is extremely bearish, I'm telling you, your mindset is extremely important. Accumulate when the market looks bad, because ultimately, guys, the people that sold all the way down here or were interested in selling their coins at this major fearful moment, if they were down 60%, these are the people that are not going to buy here, they're going to sell here. And yes, these people are going to enter the market when Bitcoin is going to break the 80,000 US dollars and maybe it's going to enter the next consolidation phase. I've been telling you this all along. Dollar cost average when there's fear in the markets, and that's why I was still extremely bullish, giving you all of these signals: manipulation, shakeout, breakout, buy now, because ultimately, guys, I was extremely bullish in the previous 6 months in this major consolidation phase, because yes, maybe you are down 60%, but these are the rewards that you're going to get just in 1 week. And these are going to be the rewards if you're going to buy low, and exactly here, buy Nakamoto Games. And guys, make sure to be for crypto, smash up the like button, and we see each other in the next video.